We saw downed trees like this all the way from West Palm Beach to Jacksonville. And as we drove further north, the damage got worse. 215,000 people in Duval County were without power last night. And this morning, the cleanup process began. Whipping wind and rising waters on Jacksonville Beach. This is what it looked like just hours after Hurricane Matthew tore through the area. Blackout conditions for 215,000 people in Duval County. Some roads too flooded to pass through. This morning, many soon discovered parts of the Jacksonville Beach Pier were scattered across the sand. In downtown Jacksonville, hotels seemed as if they were gearing up for the Westminster Dog Show.
We're pretty anxious to go out and get back home and kind of survey the damage that might be there or might not be there.
Authorities flew over the area to survey the damage from above. Once they opened the roads to Jacksonville Beach, homeowners had to wade through 8 miles of traffic just to get onto the beach.
Okay. No water.
Many say they are blessed, but there will still be much to clean up in the coming days.
A beginning. I truly believe it's a beginning for him.
On the morning of a somber day, Cape Coral celebrated a hometown hero.
Let's hear it for Sergeant Corey Kent.
It's a little bittersweet receiving a house on this day, but we'll never forget what happened on 9/11.
Today was a surprise to him.
I was thinking, don't throw up.
But his story is one many in Southwest Florida know by heart. A man inspired by the strength of his country on September 11th, later served in Afghanistan.
I was just the unlucky one that happened to step on the IED.
No one likes to see these flashing lights behind their car.
Your heart kind of beat a little bit?
But what if it's Santa who comes to your window instead of a police officer?
Nancy, Nancy, Nancy.
There we go.
You went through a stop sign? I'm going to have to put you on my naughty list. And I'll tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to give you from Punta Gorda Police 2 candy canes.
Handing out candy canes instead of tickets.
After hackers stole credit card data from shoppers. In the recent hack on government computers, state-sponsored hackers.
A major hack tonight.
Big hacks have made headlines for years, putting your financial and personal information at risk. But ethical hacker and CEO of Monster Cloud, Zohar Pinhasi, says hackers could do much worse.
A criminal can even convert your computer to a child pornography server, and you're going to see the FBI knocking on your door.
Any of those or this baby monitor like Pinhasi used in his office can all be hacked easily.
Now I'm in.
Let's take a step back. These devices come with a default username and password. Anything on your network. Meaning,
I can actually sell illegal stuff online using your baby cam.
Or even bigger picture.
Your baby cam or DVR or any Internet of Things becomes a soldier in a war, in a cyber war, maybe against the Department of Justice, maybe against PayPal, maybe against other countries even.
War games, playing soon.
It sounds a little like a box office movie, but Pinhasi says it's a real threat and we've already seen the effects.
I've seen lots of drugs being sold right here.
Young men and women doing whatever it takes to get their fix. After pills and alcohol just weren't strong enough. The dealer on the street selling the deadly drug for less than $20 a bag. Dr. Short has seen a 150% increase in patients addicted to drugs in the past year.
He says users are getting younger and younger, but there's no age to addiction. In Lee County last year alone, someone under the age of 18 died from heroin, but people over the age of 50 overdosed as well.
When I was getting out of the hospital, they said I might not be able to play basketball. I think I should have did better, but I did great.
12-year-old Luxury Vance didn't just play a good game.
Oh, she's very popular here. It feels great, actually, to be back on the court after all I've been through.
She won big, being able to play. Back on the court at Cypress Lake Middle School with Mom Tanya cheering on every move. Luxury is the captain of the team. Remarkable steps.
I taught her that spin.
considering someone opened fire on the house while Luxury was at a picnic at her aunt's house in Dunbar last year.
She took 3 shots.
Tanya and Luxury have health insurance to cover the more than $200,000 for Luxury's surgeries and recovery. Our research found costs can go as high as $10 million for shooting victims that require lifetime care.
Dear Michelle,
My name is Tiffany Major, and I am one of the many concerned parents of Lee County.
our community has cried out on numerous occasions due to the crime we have been experiencing, with our young teens being killed left and right.
Last month, Wink News introduced you to these inspiring young mothers.
It's getting out of control, completely out of control, and it's young kids. It's 17, 18, 19.
Letter after letter, shooting after shooting.
But I am going to keep writing, and I'm going to keep encouraging others to write. And sooner or later, you are going to wonder what this little town is about. I'm not going to stop writing. I'm not going to stop writing.
Michelle Kingston, Wink News Now.
Leading on our dunk contest tonight.
From East St. Louis, Terrence Hargrove. A 50. From Riverview, Malachi Weidman. It's a 49. That ties him for first.
When his pass going away hurt me so bad, but it also gave me strength to keep pushing more and more.
Emmett Williams.
He will never be forgotten.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2016 Edison National Bank Slam Dunk Championship from the IMG Academy Ascenders, Emmett Williams.
Winning tonight was for the both of us. I always said I wanted to do this when I was a little kid.
March 2nd, 2013, the Fort Myers Brewing Company didn't have customers. There wasn't a massive tasting room, and they certainly weren't selling their beer in the grocery store.
The cans get flipped upside down.
Only 3 short years later, that's all changing.
We opened with 3,000 square feet total space, including our tasting room. Now we're over 12,000.
Rob White and Jen Gratz moved to Florida from San Diego.
When it detects that there's 7 cans in line, it drops the fill heads.
The two of them had a vision: make beer.
Not in my wildest dreams did I think that this would happen.
After a few years of opening their doors and welcoming everyone in,
it drops the lid on top of each can, tamps it down.
They're canning beer and shipping it out.
A couple years ago, if we thought we'd be here, no way. It's just the growth has been pretty incredible.
For those who know Rob and Jen, they'll tell you the secret behind their success is each other.
It lifts the can up, spins the can so the seam gets sealed all the way around.
But if you ask them,
prints the current date along the bottom of the can.
They'll thank everyone else.
Local people want other local people to succeed, and they want to be a part of it. And there's no way to thank them.
From a parking lot to grocery store shelves.
It took a lot of effort to get the product in that can, and it came together nicely.
The flavors of Southwest Florida, now available in 12 ounces.
And then we put it in the cases and ship it out.
Andrew Scheinthal, Wink News Now.
Good hustle! It happened nearly overnight.
Good shot, Casey.
At 16 years old, Casey Ream decided she wanted to play basketball.
Good job, Casey. Good defense, good defense.
I seemed like it would be fun to play it once I thought about it.
She tried out this fall and made the team.
We had a lot of girls come out, but a lot of girls they couldn't even make a shot, and she was able to make shots, and it's a great thing to see when you see a girl like her that just want to be like everybody else, and I think it's special, it's exciting.
Despite living with Turner syndrome, which causes developmental and behavioral difficulties, Casey runs up and down the court. She puts her hands up on defense, and she scores. Not once, not twice, but 4 times. It's hard not to get excited and emotional.
When Casey shoots, it's all positive. Everyone's screaming and yelling for her because it's like everyone else scored.
Truly encourages us to go beyond our limits and play.
Making baskets is just part of her game now, but the first time Casey scored is a moment no one will forget.
It was something that I never expected to see. It was just breathtaking.
It was tears of joy.
She now knows she can do anything, and she feels empowered and she feels accepted, and it's just made her grow into an amazing young woman. I'm so proud of her.
Her family always watching.
And what do they do when you score? Woo! And they held up their number 35 signs.
Encouraging her to keep on smiling. Michelle Kingston, Wink News.
Anything's possible.
Now.